Good evening, folks. It's 2036 on the ninth day, 11th month, 2022. A different 9/11, a different emergency. Same old song and dance. A bit of a flash out there going on, maybe a bit of a bomb or something. And we'll be having a good lengthy look at some of what's going on here today in the world of weather and geoengineering, storms. Something interesting that I was looking at was I took a run of GIF of it here from the NextRad Mosaic on ninth day 2022 with a timestamp from 1100 hours till that number ends. 1700 hours roughly. And you'll see him beaming up a corridor here between New Orleans, Texas, right here. See? Watch all that NextRads fire into one area. Bzzzt. So this is going to be a big area of volatility in between this corridor, but it's also clear to the clouds. I'm going to turn that one off. Are we running? No, we're not. Maybe we are. I can't tell. What have I just done? Uh-oh. No, it looks like I'm running. I couldn't cut what just happened just then. That was a bit odd. So what's happening here is I'm watching the feeder bands, as they used to be known, of this tropical storm going through. They're oscillating in a constrictor-like manner. Serpentine. You'll see one's off, one's on. Doon, 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 doon. Oscillating pulsations. So you can pretty much time when one's going to flare up. And this one's due to flare up again right over Miami. This cell that's moving south right here. Yep. It's been doing this. Boom, boom, boom. So I'm watching this one as Fort Lauderdale as well. You've got very predictable pulsation. This might be going, what, through Hollywood, Pembroke Park. Yeah, I got family down this way. Hey, these are my stomping grounds. I keep telling you this. Rum Runner Bay Bar. Hey, you want to talk about a place that got a bunch of boats? Quick access to the Bahamas. Yeah, there's a name. Miko's Fucky Sucky Indian Village. I don't know. I ain't gonna try it. Okay, Australia. Here's one for you. You guys got one here. Oh my. This place was leveled during Katrina. There's Homestead, Florida, and they're fixing to catch a big bite. But the NextRad's telling me something different. So if I go to the regional, sub-regionals here, I'll go to the regional sector. I'll get you up to south down here. And you can kind of see the corridors that have been set up to split the storm. One's been down here. This is on right now. And this is on here. So the corridor through to the Gulf is in here, with the main winds and damage actually occurring north of it, which is unusual because of the width of this. Usually the steaming in is going north, and it's this side of the storm. So the forward motion is added to this side, so that'll be the damager. So this coast here cops it worse than the Miami side it is. The setup for the on-offs have actually gone through here, in here. So they're going to definitely split the flow of the mountains, but it looks how they're going to do it is through the corridor here. They set this area up, so a secondary storm has to form here. There's no way it's not gonna, because when this comes across, that'll take about 2 days. 2 days for this to get here proper, and we'll know exactly what that's gonna do. The corridor is already set up. The MF corridor to bring this moisture up, it's actually gonna come through here. This will shut off. Notice how this is smaller. You know, it's a very predictable shape of EMF that's been drawn here. And the firing is all into this one spot. So that's going to heat this one area. It's going to make things not want to go here. But they didn't whomp it like that big beam that impacted Australia very recently that I featured in that last video. Somebody wisely pointed out it looks like a headache tablet. Yeah, I'm not giving them a commercial. So I'm just having a quick look. So I'm going to run this now, and this will show you like all of them, what their flashings is going on. And this is your current image. I'm running, I think, 200 frames, yeah. So this will take it way back. You don't even see the tropical storm coming into the picture yet. So they're already setting up the where it's a path of least resistance for the storm to want to walk into. And as they turn the radars on down here, it doesn't want to come here. You got a flow here for the center, and you got a flow here that's just allowing the trickles of the top. So the center to low is coming this way. Notice how those are coming in ribbons, pulses. I can't zoom up on this one the same way. I can do it this way though. High there. Is that a little better for you? Now to see if that's a chem line, I'll come here to worldview, right? And worldview is going to show it all. I've actually got this is yesterday from the United States. I don't have all of you guys in yet, so all I can do is here what's offshore. I can very accurately see. And I see these deployments here above Charleston. Chemtrail, 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 chemtrail. Delta formation. That's the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. In the crust. There's the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Flower of death. These all have predictable flows that they do. These are all geoengineering moves. Chemtrails have changed through the years. The things that leave chemtrails are, or a chemical trail that makes a cloud, have changed through the years. And since I first started covering this, and I will not go into those methods tonight. I'm gonna cover Australia as well. Yeah, you guys are gonna get your forecast because it's like the tale of two countries getting cunted all at the same time. You know, USA. If you're more worried about my language than that, you might as well turn off now, because this topic is horrendous. You know, you see this square here, we get exclamation point, or is that the mummy bag? Or is that another child's soul going away because of what's been done? This whole sadness of it all. Sorry, heart attacks are not normal in children. Don't ever let anybody tell you that. Something's going in their body. Something is happening. Admit it. Something's going wrong. Now go at the medical industry that did it to you. Right? There's no amnesty for this. Atonement is too small a word. And there's going to be some atonement for what they're doing out here. Look like your normal supercell, or does that look like one of those clusters going off? With a cylindrical object here creating a shadow. Cylinders in your sky. Seen any cylinder crafts in your pictures? I don't think they're unidentified at all. It's called the Sky Dreadnought. It's 3/4 of a mile long. Goes over 10,000 miles an hour. It's got the Boeing anti-grav drive in it that's patented and known about. Do your homework. Just look at the formation here. Look at this here, out in the Gulf. That's one of them flowers of death over the top, making a stop sign storm that you would see as around something on a radar. And this is out in the Gulf of Mexico now, ready to receive the low when it comes over. This will be drifting this way. So by the time they lob the pass from here, they go deep. It's the timing of the pass said it'll be a touchdown from them, and touchdown from many a waterspout and tornado today along this coast. Yep, even those conditions here show me that it's possible you'll see waterspout conditions here through the bay today. Yeah, it's the setup is there for it. You got a constricted area and a sudden outflow. The electricity's high. Not good. Not good for the Mikosuki village. I'm sorry if I mispronounce that, but you know, can't know it all. I could damn sure tell you a forecast though. Let me show you the weather plan so I can move on, because this is just a horrendous sight, and I got to give Oz a bit of a longer term forecast. Heavy lightning out to sea where you're not living. Port St. Lucie's getting wet. Juicy Lucy. Yeah, it's going to be juicy in Port St. Lucie. I have a big old store for Disney. That'll get everybody into the restaurants, into the tunnel systems, eating their pizza and hot dog parties. Be careful in Disney, folks. Keep an eye on your kids. Tampon Bay. Here you go, a big red wetness went out into the Gulf of Mexico, going in toward Tallahassee, Panama City, and the Panhandle in general, up through the corridor created by the EMF. This is where we stop. Right now, you notice where these heavier bands are. Right, this is where I notice these corridors. Right, you have a corridor through here. You have a corridor through here. So the planned split of the flow is matching the EMF corridors. Right, this is a compression decompression waveform, and what's going to allow things through easier, path of least resistance. Okay, pressures at this time here are showing not very super duper low. No, really, it's not. You got a super duper high fueling it in. Look at these two highs dancing over here in the Midwest while it's snowing. Should be clear skies. This is the friendly ghost. Not so friendly when it's in the sky spraying you. Ho, 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 and it's not even Christmas and there's something in the stocking. The bubble up is three-way. You got a tropic bubble into here, and it's bringing cold down over to the top here, and then that convection forces it underneath. Boy, you won't get a lightning show. The mountains are fucked. Hey, you guys say, not too good to where they want the new railroad. Hey, but if you're a conductor, you'll make good money. And if you're a really good conductor, you'll get struck by lightning maybe. Who knows? I'm a poor conductor. I can conduct, but I ain't got the money for it. Look at the lightning here and the heavy storms coming through Friday through Charleston. Hey, Jim Lee, this is you, man. Are you up this way? My God, the Santee Cooper Lakes are going to take a batter, and they want new dams there, too. If those two went there, you're going to have a problem with the whole I-95 corridor, that's for sure. Want to disrupt trade? Yeah, breach this gap here. Breach one of these lakes here where I-95 and 85 meet. The trade corridors. This is where the fuckery could occur. Yeah, if you wanted to logistically fuck the southern United States, you take out the corridor just south of Charlotte down here where the 85 splits off. You got a corridor right here to take out in Richmond. You take that out, you lose this corridor and this corridor. I'm telling you, that's how how they take you on the highways to go across the USA. Interstate 40 goes all the way across, but it isn't as critical. There's just ways around that. That split right there, that's a key. That's a malfunction junction on a good day. How about the ring road around Washington? Anybody ever braved that one a few times? Did you see the name? The Fathers Negroes. Isn't that nice? You're going to have some water headed your way there. See these creeks all going your way? I think you're going to have a problem there. In San Antonio, you're going to be poster childed. Oh, picture the Alamo with some flooded waters around and somebody walking in the background while they got a reporter up to his neck lying to you about a flood. Remember that one? Yeah, what an idiot. Think we ain't going to catch that. As we go through the dead Christi over here, I mean the Corpus Christi is getting a different kind of a communion going on there that day. Yeah, you guys are getting geostorms. This is the one that's hitting Texas. It had to. They blasted you. They absolutely did. And while whether they sprayed you like bugs today or not is yet to be determined, because that image is not in. So I can't say anything about that. This thing's going to truck up through the United States pretty quickly and dump a big load of water as it goes. And when it meets this air up here, it's going to get quite volatile, and winter's going to come a bit early over there. You get your firewood, get your bread, get your milk, get your water. Get your head right. Waterproof those shoes. Go for a walk in the crunchy snow. It always looks pure, the world then. Finally clean. As we head through Friday and the storm moves proper through Georgia, it's going to raise hell in Atlanta. You know that. That flat area around here already cops it, and with the cameras and the EMF is going to do the deciding on that day. So to say now where the boosting events are going to go, you can expect them to, but when the storm's about here, you got to go hard on here. You have to spend an actual big EMF beam has to come cut this. So you can expect that pulse to probably be occurring sometime now. You'll have to get that wall in place, right? Because the storm will come ashore pretty quickly over the next 2 days. So they'll have to hit that big beam pretty quick. So if it's not on it yet, it will be coming soon. Let's see if we can catch North America. I'll catch it on a global. I can use the screen for both the tail of two weathers of shitty. Yeah, there's the start of the beam right here. Yeah, they're already starting to cut. See the blast there? And that's like last frame. So this ain't done. There's just starting to cut here. It has to. They have to get two walls for it to ride. That's a big pulse. So whatever they've done has come from up here. Look, it's come from looks like Iceland and the Scandinavian fence. Two devices is kicked off. See, it's made like an S. Three actually. 1, 2, 3. So there's 5 devices here. There's a big one here. There's 3 here. Boom, and it went over the pole and actually through Alaska and down into the Pacific. Look, it's rocked this island here. Earthquake risk. Look at that. And it's hit a beam off as well. Is that Hawaii? You guys, your volcano might put a little steam out today. Because of this device is a space fence as being offensive to the Earth. And boy, did they hit this. It's steaming it right along. What kind of angle did they give it this? It's important. All right, we got one coming this way. We're going to end up with a second beam hitting this way. Has to. So we're watching for it. That actually nudged that south. Boom. See it suddenly appear about, it bumped it about 200 miles. That's a big jump. So the center of the location is suddenly high. If you were counting on a hit north of you and suddenly it comes bearing down on Miami at the last second, blame the beam. Come on, I'm honing in on this. Boy, that's a big pop. So they definitely done something. Timestamp. Bam. It's busted. Yeah, they had to. It was just had to. How'd they do, Oz? Were you affected? That's a big fucking hit. That's a timed pulse. The device here is kicked off. Has Xmas been involved? You give me a minute. I'm doing the determining. A bit of a tickle down here. We do have some islands off here. No, I'm not seeing a big pulse coming from the south. This was a northern hemisphere fuck you event. Bastards. Okay, so that's gonna really kick up some earthquake risk. You ever get one over here? Where I'm pointing? You know, they had a 7 in Fiji. Right about here where I was pointing. It looked like a whole rock slide occurred under the water. It was very deep. Went down in the trench. You had 4 of them in the 6 range. One of them in the 7. That were recorded at the time of the incidents. I was watching the quakes today. So this is a big deal. Actually, that popping that down south like that. Are any frames missing? No. All the numbers going down and up. Yeah, everything's there. Right, because they'll hide stuff. I'm going to turn that back off. Why? Because I'll get tempted to show it again. Right, and then be redundant. And as we go through Friday and Saturday, this is going to race across. Because the low will lose its intensity and it could bubble into this at any point. Then bloop. Then this high here and this high here will begin to dominate. And this can become a separate storm with its own rotation and could follow this one. But this should get cut off. Is it going to ride it? They bring this down here because this is turning this direction. It's going to pump this cold right down to 14 lines here. And after the streams are swollen, they give you another batch. You're being railroaded. They're coming for your land. The Tennessee Valley has no authority over this one. And it seems like the authorities have too much authority, because if they're going to bring a storm that dumps this much water in 1, 2, 3 days from Florida all the way up outside the United States. I'm sorry, I'm not even allowed to drive that fast without a brake. You'd be yawning by here if you was down here. That's a long fucking drive. That's over 12 hours. If you're breaking the speed limit and know the back roads and going yee-haw, you might make it down to Daytona from Chapel Hill in about 8.5 hours. I've done it in that fast, but 10 hours is really looking in your mirror bad. 8.5 hours, you ain't looking in your mirror at all. You're just using your ears for sirens. Gotta know your country roads, man. I love that shit. Hey, as we go into Vermont, oh my, and Quebec, you got some bad storms coming this weekend. See it? See it, Canada? I ain't forgot you. I ain't forgot you this time. Feeding it, booming and a pluming it. There you go. L for losers. Need to stop doing this to us. And I'm going to show you the skeleton off of the coast of Sydney that they did magic on you. Yep. And you're just not much to see here, folks. Just not much. It's boring. So now we're going to go today, and we're going to go Australia. Ooh, the boogeyman. We'll get a shot of that. Boink. How about the boogeyman there, huh? Talking about some geosculpting. A little bit of a skeleton head. Now, what mark of this video is it? We'll mark this at 21 minutes in, let's say 21:21. That's time to cover Australia. All right, you had some magic drawn in your skies over the eclipse period here to attempt to take away some of your beauty. I would like to think that that's just the all the evil leaving the world. It's a nicer thought than what I think has been done. What's been done here at Adelaide, I kind of showed you this morning. Yeah, the back half of my video is you guys this morning, by the way. Just like this time. Got a big N in the sky here. Nasty weather. Nasty plumes. Do. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, you nasty plumes. Boom! Nasty plumes. Do. You almost make a swastika out of this one. Look at that. Not naturally occurring cloud formations here outside Adelaide. Whyalla got a formation over here. Formations of abomination. Big square over here. Boom, 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 boom. A wedgie. They're giving a cloud a wedgie. Ow. Right in the old underwear. Right in the cracks there. There's the crack. They're giving you a wedgie. What the hell is this? A fart from the crack? Have it. Okay, USA people, plug your ears now. It's on. Oh my God, would you look at the gilt here over a conservation park? What are you conserving here? It's not life, that's for sure. Yeah, that's normal. With the fingers of death coming out this side, big fart stain going up on the top with two booming plumins. From the plumin Nazis. In the middle of nowhere. They need a weather cloud, or are you stirring up some sand? Do we get some dust being stirred up? Because I see it. It's being obscured. It's going to be whipped in a mix. You're going to be breathing all this dust out here. Whatever's in that, you're having it. St. Mary's Peak. Is she on acid? Can I have some? No. You want some acid? It's in the clouds. Sulfuric acid. We don't want none of that. It is sulfuric acid precursors that make sulfuric acid to mimic a volcano's gases. Vog, man. It's such a foggy day. You got the foggiest idea why you got a cough? You're breathing fucking acid plumes. It's all over the world right now. It's terrible outside at night. And you had these bonfire nights. You think that wasn't used and manipulated to move where it was wanted? All those gases from your back gardens? They're counting on it. Come on, let us some more. Pay for your own poison and pay for your plume and pay for your Nazians. Pay for your Strzelecki Regional Reserve. Is that like a reserve wine with chem bombs? And we reserve the right to poison everything out here because the Constitution is illegal. And what in the seven hells is that? In the middle of nowhere, two big orange clouds say hi. With a shadow. Maybe that's the Billabong effect. Sometimes water can make a cloud. I'm going to blow it off. Just like these streamers of chem bombs blowing off towards New South Wales, getting ready to coming up the air, making a storm, making it grow, utilizing all their facilities. The Fry Master over here is one of the glitches is glitching. When the wicked glitch is glitching, and you're the rower, and you keep on rowing, and your cheek is fucking glowing cause you're fucking blowing. Whatever it takes to get what you want. As the chem bombs off Mount Gambier here poison these beautiful forests that didn't cop it bad enough when fires happen? Nah, that's poison what's growing now. So you can have the parch. You like Sahara Desert this place. There's a circle of chem bombs that's obviously been deployed off the coast. Boom, 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 went the plumes over there. It did. It went there. This is the USA frying you. Bzzzt, 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 bzzzt. I'm going to bust them moving it up the coast, so they might want to take that site down. Now, I haven't loaded your sat viewer yet, so if you bear with, I'll do it now. Anybody seen that video I did? I mooned a troll today. Somebody called me controlled opposition. I lifted my shirt, tweaked my nipple. They said, you want to see how real I am? Here's my real ass for you to kiss. And I mooned. So I have to apologize to Layla's viewers for that moment of pure me being myself. Well, let's see. So the glitches should be on. There's one here. There's one here. Yeah, you can see them. They're on. Ding dong, to suck the glitching head. Ding 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 dong, the Mario. Ha ha ha, yo ho ho, boom boom. We need these plumes to go the fuck away. All the pictures you guys send me all day is a crime scene. It doesn't even take an elementary Dear Watson to figure this shit out. Maybe a wad of intelligent juice going into my head. Maybe the Energizer battery is a little low. They should change it. The light bulb will come on. And you'll see these chem bombs going off. And you'll see something normal is not occurring right now. It's not. People saying at certain times the storm shouldn't be occurring in certain parts of the country at certain times of year. And I'm hearing it from all over. It shouldn't rain like that this time of year. We expect that later. Well, the monsoon season is any time. So we want, actually I want a couple of them. Sat viewers up. So we really want to find out where the glitches are going on. This wicked glitch of the west is sweeping her broom again. Broomstick's on. Fanning it out. The broomstick wicked glitch's fanny is on. Big wedgie of cloud going on here. So glitch on with a circle, pulse only half on. Corridor is right through here. Pulse right here. You can just see it at the end. Boom. Puts a curve out. That one's on. That one's on. So this should be very evident to see. Boy, that one's doing some damage, ain't it? Ding dong, the wicked glitch ain't dead. The wicked glitch of the east. Bzzzt, see the beam? It's coming out on the side. Dun, 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 dun. Bunch of flying monkeys walking around with mask stains on, huh? They're out there about the swimming pool with them on. Oh my God. Some of the holiday pictures, I see people coming back with the tan line of shame, as I'm calling it. We should tattoo that on him. That would be their, they wanted to give us, what? The scarlet letter, I'm not atoning that. Look at this circle beam being blasted here. I wonder if we can get a better shot of this one. Bzzzt, getting fried, the wicked glitch of the west. That's why the broom is brown. She's clamping, man. She's clamping. This is a sphincter factor 10. Are any birds in the line of this having any difficulties today? And any navigation problems with the animals out here? This ain't cool. Not cool at all. You definitely got some weather manipulation going on. They're manipulating. Manipulating. Let's run you through now. Yeah, let's just run you right through. Bayoneting the can't bear attitude there. When you can't bear it anymore. What are you bayonets? Right in the palm. Woo-hoo-hoo. Me like a guy dancing in the air, twinkle toeing it. We'll give him a go compare. He'll never forget. And as Thursday comes on, which is today, in about 12 hours, you guys are copying it. The big line of predicted stars following the glitch paths of the least resistance. Okay, so these are going to come on and do a cut. So we'll call a glitch for here. Yep. Brisbane has to stay on. Your big shit's coming here. They have to then turn off. That has to then stay on. That has to turn off. Gimpy has to come on. This has to stay on. That has to boom. Esperant has to swirl only after this gets here. Big womp from here. You can expect these to be on hard. Create a wall. Or a big beam to come up. Boom. And you'll see a big line come across. You may see a double intersection because I'm going to make a crust. They have to keep that pinned. Can't let that in land right now. It'll lose too much momentum. They're going to spit some, ain't they? Send some into the lake for them to bottle and make money off of as the vint gets vunted. Did you like that one? Yeah, you're ready to vunt. That's the number 4. That ain't a David Bowie. What's up with that? And Saturday is in the park. You're protesting, and here it comes. Here it comes late at night. They got you all during your daylight hours, didn't they? While you're out there. Yeah, there's Melbourne. Look, are you looking clear for Saturday? Yep, pretty much. I don't know, with that bubble up and this right on that line, you should be copping it. You should be having big wins, too. I don't trust this map. Bring this moisture line in. So they're going to let the EMF go and Bass straight, and that's when Tassie cops it, so that glitch will go off. You might even see a big womp from down here. Or the collider being active. They're saying a little bit different. They're saying a lot of cells. As we go on through the week, the total fuckifications of it. By here, you know, next event's near starting. As they work in this moisture in, the cold air comes up. You may have a 2-day break. Maybe. If I go to that day there, right, and low dog is here. It's got to be here. Everything's leaning. Give me a minute. Something really low somewhere. Right here. Under South America. My God, it's all pulling that way. That's weird. Because the shorter distance to pull is here. So all the flows, because they're going this direction, are demanding it. Wow, that's a strange pull. So South America is deciding your weather right now. And this high is deciding the flow. When these two are actually going to fight to be under this. Or spit this down to this. That comes across. That creates a block. This comes up and through. There's nowhere else for it to go. Until that then bubbles up through here. All this tropical moisture can come in through Darwin. One EMF beam popping it this way brings it in this way. So your rain event would put you about the 22nd. It's when something big start for up here. I'd go every bit of that. It's really not that much moisture left to divert. They've already done most of the flow in these last 2 storms. Everything's sitting up here. So all your EMF beams have to blast down. That's just how that's going to work. That's just how that's going to happen. And with that said, I'm getting tired. I'm going to hit your accumulations. You know, hit USA's accumulation, because I don't know if I did that. Can't remember it all. If you care to support my work, you can do so at paypal.me/Robert Deutsch. As far as the next 3 days goes, You get some really heavy rains. Your back roads are already inundated and flooded over or damaged. So anything that's rushed over right now, don't count on the road being under it. If that one road that was torn up, that they're not even considered open again, is not going to be there the next big flood over. Even it's exposed to the rock layer underneath, all the aggregate and everything. And once again, there it is. Kurt Cobain, he doesn't have a gun. And again, the Wangaratta, what the water's coming and the beach where's water coming, the fuckery and Edie and the fuckery here and the fuckery there, here a fuck, there a fuck, don't you give a fuck? I give a fuck. Enough to show this. My God. If that's not a crime scene, what isn't? At what point is this not bad? Falcor! Like the beagle. That don't look like Snoopy. It's more like the big bad wolf in sheep's clothing. It's huffing and it's puffing. And the dragon's wings are flying. And the toxic skies and the toxiflyers seem like they've been everywhere. That's an incredible image, actually. My Imaginarian's enjoying that. But not this too much. So you do got some heavy accumulations over the next 10 days. They're still saying totally fucked. Over the 5, that swath that was created with the MF corridors and the chemtrails are leading to heavy falls of rain along the corridors of proposed new rail projects. That's a fact. I didn't draw the maps of where they are. I just show you this is along those lines. Period. Just because the fact it's going on and it happens like that doesn't make that a conspiracy if it's a statistical probability. Learn new words. Statistical probability. Not an anomaly. A probability. It's happening too many times. Chem bombs driven over toward Brisbane. Chem bombs going out toward the ocean. Chem bombs going out toward the reef. Pulse wave coming in here from whatever just bombed moving in this direction. Watch. Something's deployed. All them going that way. How come this is going in front of it? It's following the wake. Pew, 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 pew. Do 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 do. It's almost like a fire stick going along. Pew, pew, pew. It's like a rope on fire. Or a formation deployment of drone swarm something. Because it's easily computer controlled and doesn't have a human in it that might talk and tell what's going on. Because you'd have to tell what's going on if you've seen everybody being killed by the wicked glitches. The wicked glitch is making a cloud. That is this. That's this. It's making a cloud. If it's a glitch, it's just something wrong with the screen showing something. It's not making a visible cloud. Chemtrail going by to make the point that there's different kinds of deployments. Geoengineering with microwaves, geoengineering with chem bombs, geoengineering with chemtrails, geoengineering with big pulses that move flows. Like I showed you that big thing that went over the North Pole and down into the North Atlantic. And with that said, big love, people. Keep safe. I'll keep you updated. I'll keep you watching. Fiji again. Not looking good. I think this is going to hit you. Okay, and with that done, you know what these totals are. You see what the numbers are. Over the 10s. Say bullshit to that. Alright, well, you talk 20. Right, and with that said, big love. My voice is good. But I'll find it again by morning. Big love, peace.